Zimbabwe is a country well known for its scenery and beauty that surrounds it. But in June this year, Grosvenor Boys Rugby Tour made its appearance in Zimbabwe for the first time. For 28 boys, or 28 people, and 24 boys from Grosvenor, it was a dream come true. We packed our bags early one Wednesday morning, and with 24 boys loaded into 3 vehicles, we made our way north. Our first stop, Pretoria Boys High School. At the school that comprises of 1,500 boys. We dined and were looked after by the old teachers and students of the school, preparing ourselves for the game. Warm-ups were tough. We took every game seriously. They have about 200 boys in the open division. Grosvenor Boys had a lot to pray about. We only have 40. Moving into the surroundings, back into the change room, Dean Fenn, the captain of the touring squad. Funders, the chin. We knew we had a tough game on our hands. Could we do this at every line out? It was going to be tough. Let's see.
Good luck, boys. Good luck, boys. Dave.
McLean! Take the ball off the field! Just let go one!
Come, Governor.
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy, all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. When I was young, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
Grosvenor well in the match at the moment. The only problem was we hadn't been at such altitude for a long time. In fact, since the beginning of the year. And after just trailing 22-6 at the half and having ample opportunity to score, boys, I started to run away with it. Being not too bad losers, it was time to regroup. We knew the tour was a long way in going. Penalties started coming against us. Juan telling everyone who's soft. He shouts again, keep it up, Juan. Tour's still a long way ahead. As well as little Captain Dean putting over another 3 points. The scoreline quite big here. Nothing to be ashamed of. Opening game, a lot of changes to be made. The tour still had a long way to go. Even the captain caught in the act. I hope that wasn't a post photo, Dean. What the staff did in off hours, we also had to have our timeouts. Apart from a tour of Pretoria Boys High School, most beautiful school to walk around. Everyone having a great time. Music in the background supplied by Rolling Stones. Porty, this one's for you. Anybody see my baby? Big attraction being at Loftus First Felt. In front of the change room and inside the change room, the kicking room. The day before, Wales got the hiding of their lives. Standing on the pitch, Percy and Dean. And we started moving north. Our first night in Messina, the Buffalo Ridge Spur. We even had to wait a while for 28 seats to become available. Messina never seen such a big amount of people or a huge crowd like arrived that night, all ready to devour whatever they put in front of them. Porty, the song still ringing in his ears. He was thinking of his girlfriend back home.
Bring a beer. Well, you half again. Oh, yeah, you were lying down.
Yes, you told me you don't drink anymore, and that's on camera now.
Gareth showed us last night. Gareth showed us. Have this for your parents. Show them how you grew up in the dance. Haven't you?
Not yet. I'm Percy.
I saw some pale chicks there.
And I've got spots on my back. When I march with watermelon.
Okay, before we say anything,
It's on, Jamie.
can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, that is a dart. Okay, appreciate that. We're gonna go. We're gonna hit balloons now. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna try and pop that. All right.
Okay, so boys, what do you think of the tour so far? Say what?
I heard you put some mullet chick.
Oh, yours are
Really wants to leave, but she couldn't have.
Gareth can't maintain. Wolf, why have you been so quiet, huh?
He's waiting for his food.
Huh?
Watch. Just remind you of anything.
I wouldn't know, Dane, I wouldn't know. Guys, I'm moving across here. Let's go.
Say about promises, 12-year-old chick.
11-year-old chick.
Sorry, 11.
So, Porty, what do you have to say about the tour, eh? Porty. Hey, what do you have to say about the tour, Porty?
His girlfriend coming to my house.
Aaron, what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
12. 11 years old.
Okay, guys, we've got a lovely waist in our present.
Baywatch. 13. Better one across the wall.
Okay, wait, Shaggy.
That's my name.
12 of Natal, not.
First is the floor.
Okay, skipper. What do you have to say about the tour so far, eh? Huh? Nothing, do you know? Nothing. Okay, wait, team, what do you think of the team's performance so far? Okay, thanks. That'll be all from me. Okay, no. Now's the time for the song, good?
I'm not singing it on camera.
Why not? Huh?
Put the camera on Brown.
Come on, Nelly.
Hey, but the word.
Okay, just give us Percy's one. Just give us Percy's line. No, give us Percy's line.
How does the tune go down?
I wouldn't know, no?
Don't mind your first I'm the spot of the pen. I've got spots all over my back. Under my arms I carry watermelon stand. You better get ready for it.
Hey, Zungu, show me your teeth. I can't see.
Put the glass on.
Okay, here's my little brother preparing himself to overindulge in 2-whole chickens. Okay, Bran. Here's the man of the moment. Bran. Okay, Bran, give it to us.
Very much, everybody. I'd like to say.
Okay, let's go down to the staff here. Okay, let's see, who should we start with?
There we are.
Yeah, funny, I'm trying to get your whole face in the picture. You're ugly. Okay, Diggy, what do you have to say about the tour so far, Bali?
Where were you filming this?
Diggy, what you drinking, Diggy? Okay, Mr. White. Is this a lard on tour, sir?
What you talking?
Mr. Boyta? Is that a lard?
Of course, they're married.
You're joking.
Don't get cheeky, except. Of course, yes.
No, I missed. That's nice. It's nice.
Don't nod on the camera taking. Open both.
Okay, Mr. White, I've got one question for you. Are you missing your wife?
Yes.
Yes!
Me too.
You soft.
Me too.
Oh, Mr. Stubbs, don't lie. You said you'd rather be on that farm with those
Oh, but the
game
thing I'm worried
hunting
about, Mr. White missing his wife, I'm missing my wife. We're both in the same team tonight. You see, I'm clever. I bring my wife with.
Ah, clever man. Okay, now this is quite a sad bunch. Chris, Glenn, Jonah Lomore of the Spun.
Before we carry on, we'd just like to say, Chris Glenn does have a loyal supporter, his girlfriend Bronwyn, who is expecting a child. She's on the way.
From who? Tell me from who?
I have to confess she's mine.
What are you guys doing?
Where are you going, Percy? It's Ramboni. Daniel, say hi to the camera. Okay, Lacey.
Our first nightmare, getting through the border post at Bike Bridge, but we managed without too many problems and moved north, and our first stop, Lion Elephant. Yeah, you buggers, I'm sure you won't remember or won't forget waking up at 4:30 in the morning, shaggy, scroll as anything. Oh, here comes Funders complaining about where the food is. Lion Elephant, the first motel, 80 kilometers into Zimbabwe. While Mr. Stubbs, White and Botha went and had something to drink, the rest of the boys played around.
A great heart to stand me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and keep me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart under African skies. Sometimes I feel that you really know me. Sometimes there's so much you can show me. There's a highway of stars across the heavens. There's a whispering song of the wind.
Last night.
Man knows how to chat chicken.
You scroll. Okay, so the general feeling today is that everyone is scroll. Ramboni.
He gives us one sexy Give us this. He gives us one packet of chips. One packet of chips, homeboy, that's wrong. Now it's just that idea for going on some food. Go meet some people. So when his boss blows up his apple, he knows where it's coming from. This is the most civilized place in the
Well, as you can see, we have petrol pumps from the future.
yes.
And what might that be?
Dane.
Breakfast!
First, I'll never eat that.
Okay, Dane having his breakfast. So he can take his damn injection, the fool. Okay, here's Ati Jr., another prop of the spun. What do you have to say about not having breakfast, brother? Scroll.
The man's finally bringing something for us.
Let's go find Vicky. Don't put your hand in front of it. Come, someone go help the bully.
Look at that. Whole morning.
I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart. Who comes with my side when you feel? I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart. Who comes with my side when you feel? I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and stand me by. I'm searching for the spirit of
Okay, the Stubbs has brought us something to drink.
Hey, bro, your captain's finished.
What do you have to say, Dean?
You in charge, the guys listen here. These kind of food drinks.
Okay, Bob. How's it, Obs? Okay, this is our senior prop of the spun. Obs, what do you say about not having breakfast this morning?
I'm scrolled.
Does it suck so bad? Sucks so bad. So what do you think of the tour so far, eh?
These are the new
Minji's chub.
drinks that you get
Okay, wait. Yeah, we're having an interview with the man who passes the best in the team.
from the space, man. These are new cool drinks. We bow to no sponsor.
Okay, this is...
They're about as old as me. So they're about 20 years old. Look at this bottle, bro. Doesn't even have a name on it. And this is yours, Ati.
That's mine. Okay, thanks.
You got some orange stuff floating in it. What's got this country?
Brian. Okay, wait. I'm talking to Brian. Wait, Brian. Tell us your teacher joke, please.
Okay, check. Hold ya, Ati. Yeah. Was a kindergarten teacher there.
Reg.
And at the end of school term, so all the lacties bring a present. One
Check those rake legs. Okay, Mr. Jake.
So then the florist lactie brings her a box. So she shakes the box and says, I know what this is, it's flowers. So the lactie says, oh, well done, miss. So then the candy store owner, the lactie brings her a box and she shakes it, I know what this is, it's chocolate. So he says, oh, well done, miss, you're quite clever, huh? So then the bottle store owner's son brings us quite a big box.
Don't walk in front of the camera, man.
Hey, come on, you move your lemon.
Carry on.
So then the bottle store owner's son brings us a big box there. And she sees something leaking. So it and says, is it wine? He says, no. She says, is it champagne? She says, no. So she carries on and says, miss, it's no, that it's a puppy.
Oh, classic.
Ching ching.
Some natives.
Some beautiful people back home. That's the only chicks we have there in Zimbabwe. Try and get happy.
Okay, Bran. Where's Bran?
Go Brown! There he is! Brown!
Next time. Jamie, face us, face us.
I must check out here, he's a monkey.
Percy, face us, ragamuffin. Percy. Percy. Archie, face us. Come, Brendan, face us. Gareth, come on, show us, Gareth. Check that body. Yay! Brown, face us. Brown, face us how you drive, cousin.
Come, Brown!
Oh, 3-1, Brown. Come on, Brown. This is the Grosvenor team relaxing at a nice little motel. Tyron Norton, very tired after not going to sleep last night and keeping the teachers up. Tired Norton.
And Percy ready to get his daily squabble.
Check Archie, face us Archie.
Gaz is still recovering.
Okay, wait, guys, everyone keep quiet. 20 questions to the skipper today. Are you missing Candace? Not so much, Kazi.
What are you missing the most?
Okay, I know my language. That's one caning from Mr. Stubbs for you. 40. Are you missing your seki, Kazi?
What are you missing the most?
Teletubby, we're all missing your mom, don't worry.
We're all missing his mom.
Okay, wait, guys. Prominence almost came right last night, but then I found out he was only 11. Okay, this is our reserve scrummy, Aaron Brennan. As you can see, he's a bit underweight.
He's a featherweight.
Promise you're not too far off. Teletubby again.
Yeah, you're 11-year-old now.
Brendan.
Yeah, where's that 11-year-old you met at Spur?
Check Percy looking too cool. Too cool.
Dave was the man last night. Dave was the man.
Bianca the most.
Wow.
Focus on the goal scorer last night.
Okay. Who was the goal scorer?
Dane.
Okay, wait. Dane. Okay, Dane. Just run through it, Dane. Just tell us how you scored it.
Too cool.
Okay, wait. This is our Romeo of the team. For week 1.
No, Dane, come.
Okay, Dane, don't blush now. Just tell us. Just take us through it, Dane. Just take us through it, Dane.
Why are you getting red, Dane?
Just take us through it. What happened? Step by step.
She said, yeah.
She said silence. She said tap. She said tap. Focus someone else now. Turn the camera, someone else.
Go for him.
Hey, the bunny in the ball's not pumped up.
She just wants to shag.
It is
Dane
pumped
said,
up.
okay, yeah. Let me give it to you.
Okay, this is a very relaxed Grosvenor Boys rugby team, as you can see. 40.
This man's carried his head about 5,000 pounds already, so it's all man.
As you can see, the land is very bare.
Feeling, man. Actually, but one thing.
Ancient petrol pumps.
The only thing this place has. Have you checked? There's just donkeys and trees.
Okay, wait, Shaggy. What do you have to say about the New Zealand team?
One of the best.
There's a saying that goes, once an All Black, always an All Black.
That's it.
Let's just focus on the Ferns.
I just want to say,
That is the
Christian
team.
Cullen, my boys.
That's the team, my bro. One question. It's 10:30. We haven't chatted. Yeah, we need food supplements. Kiki and them are all having dick chars there, by the way.
Where's Brown?
Schöne stubby dick who wants a chat.
Yes, please for the mark. Okay, Brown. Just come around, man.
Tell us a joke.
Brown, what do you have to say about Percy and his behavior on this tour?
Hey, he sucks balls. You guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah. Okay, it's got to be clean, Brad.
First of all.
Gary and a small chin. Our first stop at the little lion and elephant motel. As you can see, the boys are in very pensive mood. Pensive. Okay. Okay, now.
Subjected to eating a packet of chips and watery concentrated fruit stuff, which is really cup and is unacceptable already.
Lion and elephant motel.
Fans of lion and elephant.
I don't see any lions and elephant. I see hairy back Daniels. See leopards. See one to Osturan.
We see here's the elephant.
Guys, let's go.
Part of the experience of going on tour is having a new cultural experience. Stopping at the bottle store on the way heading north, Dean trying the Chibuku, the local bottle store. That's the local beer served up in scuds at the Good Hope bottle store. Sure to knock your block off. Remember the good old Gulf War? That's why they call them scuds. Because World Cup season, even Zungu had to grab a game of soccer. Everything was new, things were going fast. In the same day, we had to stop to check out the carvings. These things are made out of soapstone. The guys couldn't believe the price of them, the intricacy, how beautiful it was, and how much work there was available. John, who made the sculpture that we presented to the school, even gave us a demonstration on the side of the road on how he made them. Apart from the soapstone being carved and then smoothed down the sandpaper, it gets heated and polished, put onto it so it gets soaked in, and then it gets rubbed and buffed until it shines like this. Sit back, relax, just watch this. Absolute amazement. And guys, next time you go up there, don't spend your pocket money on the first stop. The guys were eating mini meal after this.
Give him Ronan's ball.
You want it to have color. No. But you must have the force, the shape and just... Yeah, that's why you tap the thing, right? Come join.
Sizzling a hammer.
Forward. It's left for you this one. To shift it Wow. The fire, yeah. We get up after that. We send people. Alright. Yes, you put it on the fire. We come forward.
Alright, like
Go
polish stays on.
Yeah. And then you sign it. Yeah. You polish off. And then you catch the Marubas from South Africa.
Our first night night was spent at Lake Kyle, or Lake Ntarikwi as it's known now in Zimbabwe. We all wanted to have a look at the Zimbabwe ruins, a huge spectacular appearance of stone that rises out of nowhere. Now known as Great Zimbabwe, no one had a chance but the Bothas due to the price. But our first night at Lake Kyle, Lake Ntarikwi, and the beautiful sunrise was spent in absolute splendor. Who can forget the team talk, the singing, the great camaraderie. A late night and early morning, and the next day we found ourselves at the Crocodile Motel. Money spent by all the boys, didn't have anything to eat. The Bothas, Stubbs and the Whites, we sat down to eat a huge, delicious braai that was being prepared in front of us. Other guys ordering cheap hamburgers. The tough times were upon us. Cultural music in the background. Thomas Mafumo, who in Zimbabwe, guys. Enjoy what's dished up.
Mama wangu vakapa vachitambura, amai vangu ndokupa vachiona pupu, mungoma wangu akafa achitiza hondo, hanzvadzi yangu ndokupa ichiona pupu, vakuru vakati zano marairarwa, vakuru vakati.
Tara Country Club in Headlands was our home base. A beautiful thatched building, lovely bar facilities, a warm log fire, a dining room full of food. According to Corey for Mark, salmon, the hard times were over, sir.
Tonight we're really
Feeling McCoy.
McCoy. We are
You're happy. Hey? You're feeling happy tonight.
happy. We've got a fire, we've got a shower, coffee's coming, hot water, lekker roof over my panda. Hey, check, did you? Check. Bali. Check, feeling under. Check, this is my Bali, Kaji. Got a fire going, sir. You guys eating enough? Sir, too much. Did you guys eat much? I was telling the baby, sir. What? Hey, that's quick going. I said, asking for keys, he's getting the baby. I'm getting the baby. I know it, but sir, the next game, no man, I hear that every time. No worries, tomorrow we're crossing to 150. Wow.
Never. I'm missing he's so padded in the jacket. He looks big, but if you go really slim to my head, you get it.
Came to Fridays and we sold for junior shop.
Remember that?
Oh, can you believe it?
That was you, eh?
Oh, no.
Why not? They were any eight or much. You remember what game it was?
Can we follow?
Boom, boom. A home, a home, home. A home.
Early mornings, waking up, ice cold, outside. What better way than to go on a tour of all the farms, and the farming activities around us. Tobacco farms, the barns packed full with dried tobacco. Ati and peppers. Yeah, make a blow, guys. You know, remember what that smell was like in there, knock the block off. Mr. Mark Stubbs, farmer of note. Mrs. Botha, HOG of note. In the background, the rugby jersey is drying in a modro. Sir will never eat peas. The next thing, the Grosvenor boys had invaded the farmers' lands, peas being devoured by the millions. A walk across the dam, quite a slippery tread, off to the mountains in the background. We went to look at the original paintings that were found in the area. Back to Mr. Stubbs' farm, where he sat down and took us through his farm and the intricacies of tobacco farming. Something I don't think any of us will forget. It's not just roll it and smoke it like some of us think it is.
Cigar, pipe, yeah. Smoke me up, huh?
You're way so strong.
Okay, this is actually a science in Sri Lanka. This is made in France with this Kira. You've probably seen them in Marble Hall area. Did you come up that way? No, you didn't. Okay. The same system, yeah, you have frames in the back there. And behind you along there, those metal containers. You pack that with tobacco leaf. Now leaf is about that long in the land, eh? Tobacco leaf. One leaf, that long. You put about 100 leaves in that frame.
They come in. Stubbs' leaf. Sorry, the other guys are about double that size, so he's trying to get there.
They come from the land, green leaves. We pack 162 of those frames into here. Like 9 tons of green tobacco into this thing. And then we put the fire in the back. You can have a wander around the back. It's all coal fired on electric thermostat. You turn this up to 70 degrees Celsius. You dry that tobacco. From here it goes into the shed, right? I'm taking it from there. Okay, that's just another, it's exactly the same thing as those, it's just more up to date. What you want, Stubbs? Okay, right. So what happens next? Behind you, how we store our tobacco. That's actually when you take the dust off, you'll see what that yellow is. Oh, that's pure tobacco. Solid tobacco. 100 tons of pure tobacco. Okay. Yeah. So what we do, our bond comes out this color. Okay, we can store it, we compress it into these flat packs just to store it. Okay, from there it'll go into grading. I'll go show you next. Comes out of grading and comes in bales like this. These are bales ready to go for lorry sale.
How much money sells it?
About 4 grand.
Brands is them.
No, it's Zimbabwe.
It's not much.
Not much. This lot here is grouping number. What each of these bales is a certain style of tobacco. Like that might be a, okay, this is cattle and corn, something like that. Normally these are nice and long, okay? Yeah, with a variety of colors. So I set it in a particular order on the floor. So that's bale number 67. Now we sold in exactly the order. 66 would be before that, starting from 1 up to whatever. The grouping order. When you go on the floors, you'll see 3,000 bales laid out. They're all in the exact order in Harare. So you can solve in a strict time and in an exact correct order. So it's highly organized. You'll appreciate it when you get to the floor. It's how much organization is in it.
Yeah, I hope there's someone that they can that's full on that day. So I don't know if they're going to have somebody available to take us. So, yeah, so they can tell them quite a bit in case nobody is able. But now Mark has to grade it. He's got to, when you go to the grade sheet, it's up to him. I don't know how, but to get in order of.
These flat packs, you'll also know, got tickets on as well. What we do in the land, the tobacco ripens from the bottom. So the leaves at the bottom are ripe first. You've got to go and reap that leaf across the whole land. I've got 50 hectares here of tobacco, 16,000 plants a hectare. Each plant is 22 leaves. Every single leaf is leafed by a person individually. Yeah, so we try. That's why I've got 150 families working here. Okay. A lot of people to leave. There's a lot of work to be done. All those leaves are in order. You'll actually find that each line is a specific order, so I know exactly where it comes from in the land. Which land, what time, what date, which font. Bottom leaf, middle leaf, top leaf, or strips right at the very top. It's a different style of tobacco. You've got to say it's a different style. The United States come here to buy, they want that grouping, that size, that color, that taste, that smell of leaf. There's a huge variety. There's 2,000 grades of tobacco. Yeah, no, it's a small chili. Yeah, that's actually directly the small chili. Yeah. Not actually chili, not a hot chili. Not that good. It's a big chili. I'll show you another time. That goes to Spain, and that is direct export to Spain. Colors, the different styles, not particularly good farmers here. That's what the scale is making one bad one. This is basically what I'm behind you.
Product of Zimbabwe, and I think it was about 2 or 3 pounds. A little punnets like this in the supermarket, which equates to 20, 40, odd, 60 odd dollars. And how much do they sell them here to the guy?
You get about $18.
For a punnet. For a punnet. So someone's making money on it.
So yeah, the story there is that the middleman always makes the money. That's the guy who does it. The guy is the middleman, sits in office and organizes where is this going to go in which supermarket in Europe. He makes the money. That's the Mars 2P. We produce tons. We sell off about 3 to 4 tons a hectare of these. There's 15 hectares of peas here. That's the one guy. That's a lot of guys who feed them. That's all it is. You can eat them. I mean, it's not my crops. You can eat them.
They're not $18. Yeah. The punnet.
Dane, you want another one?
The strawberry stories. The strawberries were sold with the little stalk still sticking off there for the French restaurants. And here they get, what a kg, do you know?
Yeah, about 30 bucks.
Okay.
A kg.
$3 a kg, and over there they're
10
being
bucks.
sold for, I don't know, huge amounts.
But this pea here, we actually reap, off this crop here, we reap 6 tons of peas. Okay, these ones are threw away, the overgrown ones. You can't send those, they get thrown away. The housewife over there, or the supermarket, or Tesco's, or you sold to, they don't want a single spot. They want an exact length. It's pure green, no white, no overgrown pods in it. That's overgrown. You want thick holding there. You couldn't sell that anywhere. So you give that to your cattle. It's got peas inside, but I want it. That's what it's worth, and that's what the world market wants. Is that nothing else? You can't sell it. And we've got to go these huge hectares to try and select out a good piece. That's the job in Europe.
People trying to be lordies.
All it is, man. Hold it down.
Just the castaway on an island lost at sea. You're another lonely
bushman paintings, something that not many people can lay claim to have seen. But after a strenuous walk over the dam wall, a few slips and slides, and the 3 American ladies, nuns that came with us, we had a splendid time having a look at these beautiful rock paintings. They're well preserved. One can see that nobody or very few people had the opportunity to come and damage them. With that expanse of water between you, especially in land like Zimbabwe, well, for the non-swimmers around, things are safe on this side of town. After that disciplinary committee, where even the great Mr. White and Mr. Stubbs have to pay their dues, it was off to Mrs. Carmen Stubbs, cattleman for a couple of years in Zimbabwe. And look at those beats, that's why she is. Let's hear what she has to say.
These bulls were weaned from their mothers. They had their first winter on the grass. Then they had a summer test, which is what the Australians do. You starve them before they go onto the summer grass. You starve them at the end of the summer. You see what their weight gains have been. That's a gain without any feed extra than the grass. So you've got an idea of how well they can do. And the average bull will put on about 100 kgs through the summer on grass. So if you think you're eating a lot, just think how much they're putting into their tummy. Anyway, 2.5 months.
No, but how long can they breed for?
As long as till they've got everything in calf. When they've got all their cows in calf, that's the finish of the breeding season.
But how many can they finish?
Oh, probably no. You know, I mean, a season and then they recuperate, but they can go on for years.
We probably think Shark's another bull.
Okay.
Sharky feels at home.
These are the bulls in a herd. People usually say the bulls are important, and yes, they are important because one bull will be put to 20 to 30 cows, and therefore the gene material you're getting from one bull is reproduced so many times. That's not to say that they're more important than the cow, because the cow is giving that calf not only the gene factor but the environment factor too, inter utero as well as afterwards in her milking capacity. So every cow is vitally important to the calf, but you can make more progress if you actually select very good bulls. The second way you can do it is with a knife. Now, if you want the best possible way of doing a castration, it is an incision with a knife and actually taking out the testicle. Because in that way, you will not have a regrowth or anything else. Okay. Now, because of the new EU regulations, this cannot be done at the age of this animal. That's got to be done earlier. And they're supposed to be local anesthetic at the same time. So I've chosen the third way, which is the bedizzers. Can you show them, Herbert, the bedizzers? What the bedizzers do is they actually meet and they clip together, and with quite a lot of force. If you took 2 pieces of paper with a string in between and you put that bedizzer on them, it would cut the string and not touch the paper. So it doesn't cut the outer skin at all. It actually damages the cord that's inside. Alright. So now what they do is they will find the spermatic cord, they will put the medulla in place, and then they will lever it. They pick it up and they do it a second time on that side. Also, they'll take the rest of the testicle and give it just a little quick tug, and that makes quite sure that that spermatic cord is then broken. All right? So that is in fact what we're going to do. So can you just find that? Find the spermatic cord. Now, if anybody wants to feel themselves, they can come and feel otherwise.
You better not bite it.
No, he is moaning because he doesn't like
Get up and run away, man.
He's not sore.
Please keep quiet, guys.
He's moaning because he doesn't like this position. He's been here quite a while. We're trying to do it quicker normally. Alright? So, pull the balls down and you can actually feel in that area above, and you'll actually feel what goes into them, the actual vessels that go into it, and that is what we want to catch. Side, twice. The whole idea has been to catch it. Make quite sure you've got everything in, you're not catching any skin. Right, then. Alright. Okay, then you let go and you do it again on the same side. Did you give it a tug? Yep, and then the next time, and remember to give it a tug. Oh my God. After this, what will happen is that whole scrotal sac shrivels. It now doesn't have the supply for it. So instead of being big, you'll actually get it getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you can definitely see that this is a steer and no longer a bull. He's no longer able to perform. That doesn't mean he won't ride. He will ride. But he is not functional. Okay?
What do you mean?
There will be no sperm coming. He still does what he wants to do, but there's no sperm. Okay? So he can't sire any calves. And that is what we try and do. We are stopping him from siring any calves because we've decided he's inferior genetic material.
This guy's bleeding, bro. His neck, rough. That's like a rough weekend.
No, just put him separate.
Right, you put him separate for how long?
Can I tell you what you compare that to? It's like telling you guys you can't go and speak to girls on the other side of the spur. You get guys like prominence that just crash through the table.
No, I don't think it's cruel from the point of view of if you say just keep him one side, that would be equally cruel if you exposed him. This way he can actually pretend he's a fully, endowed, and in fact he doesn't really realize he's not.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had him behind a huge fence, because you have to have a huge fence, he would feel the frustration a lot more.
Has he operated before?
No, you only use once in a life.
I mean, has he ever run another account?
Hey, that's like prominence again, or Aaron. That's
It's a calf that was born last year, end of last year. So in fact, it's not even a year old yet. It's about 7 months, 8 months. It's a full animal. Castration. Well, if we producing say 250 units here, and it's a mixture at the moment because all the colours are mixed up, but these are very young, getting a little bit dull
You were having a great time. But hang on, this is a rugby tour, guys. Mr. Reg Cool with the Falcon, that being a subject at Peterhouse College, home of our first game. And can you believe it? We had a team talk in the school's private game reserve, underneath the rocks and underneath the thatched roofs. And then it was down to the nitty-gritty. And what a game it was. Great line-out ball by Juan, the energetic man trying to blow a good game. Ears scoring a great try from a forward pass. Got the points on the board. It was our hardest game of the tour. Thank goodness it was the first one. Great defense, great opposition, and a well-earned result. 19-0 Grosvenor. Post-match function. The coaches obviously having to wet the throats after all the shouting. Presentations and a beautiful post-match dinner. This is class, guys, and we appreciate it. From there on to Zimbabwe. Great tobacco auction floor, the biggest ones in the world through volume sold. And what a lovely lady to give us all the details.
It actually works out, we sell about 1.5 billion cigarettes a day, and we open for 120 days of the year. So it gives you an idea of how much we do actually put through here. What we do is the farmer has what we call a quota. It's based on what he grows the whole year. Say he grows 100,000 kilos, we divide that by the number of selling weeks from April to September, and a percentage of that is given to him as his quota. So if his quota is 100 bales, every 9 sessions, which is Monday to Friday, he'll deliver his tobacco here. He actually starts by selling the bottom leaves of his plant, and he works his way up until right near the end of the season he sells his tips. What you're seeing on the floors now is probably some of the best tobacco. All right, we got our top price yesterday. It was $3.16 US per kilo. So that bale probably went for about 5,500 zim. Just one bale. What happens is the farmer will group his tobacco from his best to the worst in each consignment. So on the outside of each bale, if you look behind you, you see on those bales there, they've actually got that huge black stenciled number. That is the farmer's registered number. The white ticket on the outside, which tells us the order he wants it sold. It will be grouped, if it's 100 bales, 1 to 100, and his lot number will change. It's all barcoded. We follow it all the way through now. So it goes, the information as it comes from the farmer gets punched into the computer, all gets captured by the mainframe, and we just print out tickets with barcoding on, and we can follow it all the way through. This is the end. It's now going to the factories for sorting out. When we sell it, we open every single bale, all 17,000 that we sell in the morning, 5.5 hours. We actually open it on the side, so the farmers plant with different quality of tobacco in it. And we just pull samples from the four corners, and that's what we put it on. We've got 5 auction sales which go on the same time there. We've got B, right the far side of the board. The middle is C and D, and this edge here is E and F. Alright, so you can wander around at will just now. Buying and selling teams walk on either side. The buyer's always on this side, the seller's that side. The buyers are all Zimbabweans, they're agents, middlemen, and they buy tobacco on behalf of 80 different countries of the world. Right, so South Africa, Rembrandt orders through us, through one of our companies, and we'll buy it on your behalf. We process it and send it out to you. Those buying companies stay in the same position in the line, so I don't have to know you as a person, but I know which company you work for, alright? And they bid using hand signals. You'll see them doing this. This is 10 cents, 5, 1 or 6, 2 or 7, 3 or 8, 4 or 9. Or they nod and wink and whatever. They're usually going up in cents. I'll explain what I mean by that just now, right? Selling teams always this side. 4 people involved, a starter, an auctioneer, and 2 price recorders. The starter is the guy you will understand. He says what he thinks that tobacco bale is worth in US cents per kilo. The auctioneer takes that up as a starting bid, and he just sings the bid he's getting from the buyers. So if it starts on 220 and you want it for half 20 cents, okay, 220. If you want it more, you signal me 1, get 21. And that's what the auctioneer actually sings, 220, 120, etc. once you've outbid each other, he knows which company you work for, and he'll say that in verbal slang as well. And the two price recorders understand the auctioneer. They write the price down and a symbol for the company. We sell a bale every 6 seconds. Okay? It's phenomenally fast. $2 grand every 6 seconds we actually spend on an average when you think of it. And because we have to sell the 17,000 bales in the morning. We finish by 1 o'clock. What happens is the farmer walks through afterwards. If he doesn't like the price on his ticket, he may withdraw his tobacco. We sew it up and we put it into the back and we bring it up for resale in a few days' time. The buyers also walk along afterwards. They put their factory grade on the tobacco, and while they're doing that, they look at that bale for defects, mold, mixed quality, foreign matter, etc. They can't appeal on price, not allowed to. If there's a physical defect with it, they'll appeal. So what they do is they actually write an appeal on the ticket. They sort out the bale and then they leave it. We have arbitrators. Just like you've got referees, you've got arbitrators. They don't buy nor sell tobacco. They look at the bale. If they agree with the buyer, they cancel the sale of the bale. And it's got to go back to the farmer for him to sort out the problem. If they don't agree with him, they cancel his appeal and the buyer has to take it at the price that's on there. Alright, very quick. Once it's been done, sign up, out it goes, and we put the next lot of bales on. We actually lay that floor 3.5 times in the morning. No riding on the trolleys. Okay. They got right of way as well, by the way. Right. Okay. Yeah, I know. I had a French rugby team there once. They went to ballistic.
Just keep your ears open, Dean. Your ear. Wait.
That makes me laugh.
The guy in the front tells me story cross.
Well, 180, that's what's going for.
It's already good.
180, 150, somewhere around there, yeah.
What's the average today? 230.
It changes all the time. As the updates, the computer changes.
Much more money, my friend. I'm in now. Wake up, Phil. Can't hear you. Yeah, bring this go. 260. Bring the start. What about you? 3K, 245. Are you in again? 3K. Yeah, let's go, my friend. And the next one. No. 3K. Why am I alone here?
I don't be knowing whether it's time. Do you know if it's time?
Hey mate, I don't know if it's time yet. Hey mate, is it time yet?
Oh, no, it's not time. No, it's not time.
Kazi, you know me, Kazi, bro. We've come a long way. 3 days, Kazi, you understand? This is tough. But is it time?
You're good to make me happy. Where's the date, man?
Stop asking me a stupid question. It is time.
Hey, mate, I told you, mate. I don't know yet, man. Hey, is it time yet?
No, it's not time.
No. Hey, Kazi, one more time, brah. Tell me where's your Kazi, brah. Tune me one time. Oh, but no, I'm not going back. But it's time.
You're a bloksem,
Make me happy. It's the date, man. I'm getting very upset with you. I don't know. It's time.
Hey, mate, I told you, not for the last time. Hey, mate, is it time yet?
Yeah, it's time.
What's this called?
California Queer.
It's gonna be a bit of a just excuse our voice.
We don't sing too well.
Off top of the field.
West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground at F10, most of my days. Sitting come in for outside of school. When a couple of guys who up to no good started making trouble in the neighborhood. I got one little fight, my mom got scared. Said, "Put me into your ice and up and south of there." I whistled for a cab, when it came near, the license plate was fresh with a dice in here. Anything that I could say, this cab was there. I thought, Joe, forget it, you're home to Bel-Air. Pulled up to my kingdom about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cab door, "Who's my kingdom? I finally there." You sit on my throne as Prince of Bel-Air. Let's jam. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and in the moon. I love you. We are the main old. Okay, Larry, what's up?
What's up? Cameraman, we'll take snake bites. Cameraman. Snake bite. Take one. Take one, snake bite. Guys, let's just have it, you know, snake bites. You know, just go through it. Run through it, boys.
Hey, Dan, what's up? What's going on, bro? Nothing much, man. Hey, no, man.
What was that? What was that?
Where are you soft, man? Come on. Hey, no, man, what's the snake? Hey, Mrs. Brown. Brown was bitten by a snake. Come on, make sure.
Oh, man, my boy. It's only a small bite, man. Get up.
No, man, the snake bit me.
Honey, phone the ambulance, please.
What was the number again, honey?
I don't know. Just guess.
Ambulance. This is ambulance. My son is bitten by a snake.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, get down here.
Just hold on, okay.
Okay, okay.
Viva, viva, viva. Brown, what's the matter?
Hey, the snake bit me.
Guys, just hang on, just please listen to what I've got to say. Guys, I've been bitten by a snake. Show some emotion, man. Emotion. What I said. Okay, guys, emotion this time, man. Cameraman. Please, let's just get it all on tape. Okay, snake bite. Take two. Action.
You know, Dan, hasn't been a good day, man. Oh my God! It's oh my God! Look what we're gonna do.
Come on, what's wrong with you, guys? Just slow it down a bit. Right there. Just slow it down. There. I said slow it down. Did you all hear me? Cameraman? Cameraman. Just slow it down, please. You guys will have snake bite. Snake bite. Snake bites, take 3. Take 3 this time. Action, please. Action.
So, do you want it slow?
Slow.
Well, what's up, Dad? Bro? I don't know, not much. Oh no, the snake bit me. I don't know, it just bit me on my ankle.
Just wait here. I'll be back. Listen.
Oh no, you laugh. Are you okay, my boy? The snake bit me. Honey, phone the ambulance.
Hang in there, mate. Hello, ambulance. My slang has been bitten by a snake. Please get down here. Okay.
What's the matter?
I've been bitten by a snake. Please help him.
People.
Hey, don't even come with us.
Hey. This is, guys, come on. Guys, just speed it up a bit, please.
Make up your mind, man.
You guys aren't 8 years old.
You know me.
Just go there. Hey, okay, cameraman. Guys, just speed it up, please.
Speed it up.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Snake bite. Snake bite. Take 4. Take 4.
I'm going for a nibbling.
This isn't working. We'll sit down. We'll sit down. Come on. Right.
Okay, Dan, how are you, man?
All right, and you? What's up?
No, nothing, man. Oh, my God, the snake bit me, man.
Just hang in here, man. Just hang in here.
Hey, Mrs. Brown, you're just bitten my snake. Help.
Come on. Are you okay, my boy? Are you okay?
Snake.
Okay. Honey, please phone the ambulance. Hello, ambulance?
Come on, man, you'll be okay. You'll be alright.
Okay, just hold on. Bebop.
I tell you, I saw it.
Put some pressure.
Okay, come on.
That's perfect. Perfect. Cameraman, did you get it?
The seniors, Pedro and Nando, far away from home, they're in the desert. 2 cousins, so you can get on the horse. Having a good time. Smelling in the sun. Pedro, Nando, you like any woman with the varicose veins? Oh, no, Nando. I like the woman with the nice long legs, smooth. I see. Hey, Pedro. You like the woman with the varicose veins and the eye like a goat. Oh, no, you're wrong. I like the woman. I like the woman with a smooth leg, nice firm little butt. I see. Pedro, you like the woman with the varicose vein, the eyes like an ox, and the breath of a dead goat. No, Nando, you're very wrong. See, I told you, I like the woman, smooth leg, firm butt, beautiful crispy breath. I
tell me, you like the woman with the varicose veins, the eyes like an ox, the breath of a dead goat, and the big sagging breast. Oh, no. I like a woman smooth like fan bottom, crispy bread, and nice lemons, you know. Yeah, I understand. So why you keep asking? I want to know one thing. Why are you sleeping with my wife then?
On to Robin Jane Lucas's farm. Now hang on, this is just their backyard. Apart from the lion cubs, the baby elephants, even the big boys were in the background. And yeah, the guys were big mouth. 2 hours in the cage, still couldn't get the chaps out. Photograph please, sir, photograph here. I bet you half these guys are going to slay the babes with these photographs somewhere in life. Even Peppercorn managed to get the guts to go and grab the lion. But the big boy, no ways, we stood far back. While the props were busy shoving the other props, Dean and Zungu managed to get a ride on the Ndlovus, something that not many people get a chance to do. And Percy met his cousin. Even Zungu found his best friend. Even Dane found out that a 7-month-old cub, nothing to play with. Tyron, I hope the girlfriend did believe you that the scratches on your back were from the lions. That's the owner, Mrs. Jane Lucas, playing with her 2 favorite babies. And after a long time in the lion cage, it was time to get my Kazi Braz out of there and go and look at the big boys. And the guys weren't so big mouth anymore after that.
was spoken that the wind has blown away. Oh, it's only you that remains with me, clear as the light of day. A punch-drunk man in a downtown bar takes a beating without making a sound. Through swollen eyes, he sways and he smiles, 'cause no one can put him down. Inside him a boy looks up to his father for a sign or an approving eye. Oh, it's funny how those ones so close are now gone still so affect our lives. Oh, I'm coming. I'll be coming. You know the tide is turning.
When all else fails in trying to get a grab at the lines, second best has to be the thing to go for. And Dean found his friend up in the trees. He had a couple of things to say to Dean. Eventually we couldn't get Dean out of there.
Dick, you reckon our full national will be a good one?
This thing rocks the best time I'm giving it to branches.
Branches, Daniel.
Why the kid walks first because he's the slowest runner.
Sainz said if they want to, they can push it over.
Don't act heavy because it has bitten through this fence.
How to do that?
So check its teeth.
Yeah, look like push the wire out there. If you just push the behind the fences over.
That long range camera of mine, other side, so I can get through the fence. No way I can. Got a bit of fence in this picture. It kind of spoils the effect. That's a dock to the front. The long lens. Oh. While you guys are playing, I'll sit
These dogs are tidbits, bro.
Those little cats are going for about 8
R2,500
Yes. And the feet are letting in your West Coast,
One day they can turn around
Hey, this one is just the same as it does, eh? It's getting to the house.
Which one?
This one, yeah.
When is it?
Why like this with the name?
Wow. It's wild.
You can touch it and it's in a good mood. Yeah,
But you'll find the females are more... You're allowed to do that, bro. Oh, I would not. Just from one little patch like that, look at the thing.
If lions weren't enough, it was time to go and have a good look at young elephants. And what a great experience. Kazi, what are you doing on top of that elephant? Aish! Told you Zimbabwe was a funny place. And Zungu, back to that taxi, eh? I speak under correction, but it costs approximately 6,000 Zim dollars to train each of these elephants. And a game reserve came in and with 2 trainers and trained these elephants to sit so they can jump on and off, and these 2 gentlemen look after these elephants day and night. It's their permanent job. But before you forget, guys, this is a rugby tour. Second game versus Watershed, second team, and hell, it was a good game. Let's watch it. the beginning. Grosvenor trying to run it out. We were under a lot of pressure. They scored first, but we knew we had to get back in this game. Great line-out ball from Juan. We started getting the upper hand in this game, but too much ball maybe and too over-eager to prove ourselves. Did some stupid things, dropped too many balls, but we eventually got things rolling. Great driving ball there. Watch this. Great long ball out, and that's all it's about, spreading it wide. Who do we have on the wing? Mr. Ears himself, running in for one of his tries on the tour. The main top try scorer, Gareth van Wyk, on his way to 10 this season. Another lovely conversion, Dean Fenn. Grosvenor getting the upper hand. Grosvenor swinging the ball all over the place. Watch this. Zungu looking for that elusive first try of the whole season, and a lot of hard work he's putting in. A move that set up one of the tries. Great line-out ball. Juan to little Diaz. Roll, going on the drive. Place the ball back beautifully. It's a lovely ruck over. Everyone together. The rest got no chance. He has to give the number 8 offsides. And from this, a quick tap penalty. Once again, if everybody thought as quickly as this little man, we'd have many tries more this season. Lovely try, Dean.
To me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools.
Scoreline not being reflective of the game. Grosvenor should have been way ahead. Half time, big chat, a lot of maxim, a couple of changes, and we knew what we had to do. From the start, Grosvenor attacked with everything they had. Another try for Gareth van Wyk. Sungu, first try of the season, and what a great one against Watershed College, sneaking in between Juan and Dean to take that last try, last pass for the try. Relation all around. Great way to end the season. Bigger turnout for a Watershed Grosvenor game than most days at Grosvenor itself, and they were appreciative of any good rugby played. Grosvenor getting a great hand. Substitution, captain coming off. The guys are pretty tired. 2 games in 4 days. Starting to take strain. We ended up playing 3 4 days. A bigger amount of people, spectators, for the main game of the day. And what a pleasure it would be to see this back at Grosvenor every day. Anyway, second game of the tour down, Grosvenor's favour. The final score, 26-5. We had one game to go and a few more things to do. Let's see how it ended off. One main thing that we picked up after all the games is the post-match presentation. And we had it done straight after the game on the field. Gareth getting man of the match, Dean getting a captain's tie. It was a great day. Great day for Grosvenor Rugby, something to be proud of. On to Gateway. So, Gateway Harare, a new school, rugby new to them. They're trying to build it up just like Grosvenor, and it was tough. Our third game in 5 days. We played shockingly, and it's only after putting the reserves on and a lot of shouting and screaming that we managed to pull this one out the bag. Let's sit back and take a look at some of the tries and some of the points being scored. It's probably one of the hardest games, or the hardest game we did play on tour. The guys were leg weary. They've been a long tour, starting to miss home. Mr. White missing his wife. You can see that in his posture. We had a few lone supporters on the stand. Just looking at the way the guys and the reserves standing there, we had enough rugby. It was too much for 1 week. Let's just see if we could win this last game. There was something that we learnt on tour. It was that there were 24 boys and 24 Grosvenor boys in the squad. The team consists of 15 guys on the field. If you want to go out with 14, you're going to lose. The guys had to stick together at all stages of the tour. There's one thing we learnt, and that we were 24 mates together in this. Gateway came out firing. We might have thought they were small, but their hearts were bigger than we thought they'd be. They gave us a hard run. The referee came out in his baggies. Just the sight of him gave me the shivers. Occasion, a missed opportunity by Juan. Straight away we were on the defensive again. Gets a bit much. Knock-ons, too much pressure. It's difficult to play against them, your mind's tired. Hence the constant reminder during the year, guys, if you're fit, it's easy to play. Van der Merwe awake there.
Damsel, we love it so well. You make the skin swell. I love the world, me tell.
Though I tried before to tell her of the feelings I have for her in my heart. Every time that I come near her, I just lose my nerves as I've done from the start. Every little thing she does is magic. Every little thing just turns me on. Even though my
opportunity for Dean Fenn to put Grosvenor on the board. It was getting tough, and if we didn't get points on early, we were going down in this one. We led 3-0, and then we started getting behind. One stage 11-3. But later we gave the ball to Gareth. You know what happens next.
Every little thing she does is magic. Every little thing just turns me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Do I have to tell the story of 1,000 rainy days since we first met? Yeah. It's a big enough umbrella, but it's me who always end up getting wet. Every little thing she does is magic. Every little thing just turns me.
It looked like that game was getting away from us, but then suddenly Dean Fenn back in the flower position. Lovely long pass to Gareth. Brunt, you burn me. He loses control of the camera. Gareth around the path. He's in for the try. That's number 10 of the season. Gareth, great game.
And I said she would marry me in some old-fashioned way, but the silent fears of gripping me long before I reach the phone, long before my tongue has stripped me. Must I always be alone?
Every little thing Gareth does is magic.
If I told you that I love you, girl, what would you say? I need you in my life every step of the way. Oh, yeah.
Hutty going for the try line. Bit more weight. Those spindly legs nearly got bust. And Daniel goes through for, I think, the first try of the season. And who else but Gareth? The golden boot. Pinning his ears back and putting this one through the posts. And Dean getting the ball and slipping on the ground and luckily getting his foot onto it. Where does it go? Through the poles. There it goes. What a luck. It slips, he drops, he kicks. Where did it go? Through the poles? No one can believe it. Final score, a tough one. 18-11, Grosvenor. 3 out of 3 in Zimbabwe. We went to achieve that. That's what we did. Great stuff, guys. Let's enjoy the after party.
Well done, guys. Big one, Grosvenor. Amen. Hopefully, boys.
Well, first, I apologize if we have to leave now. I know something was laid on and I got back a little bit late in the week to explain that we really have to get going. We're not familiar with this driving on these roads. It seems you can drive on both sides, if you're a bus driver especially. You nearly never made it to this game and you nearly won on forfeit. Excuse my hoarse voice. The Gateway guys, that was a hell of a performance. I heard everyone saying that we were big in it. And I wanted to say something, but I decided not to. We play some big guys in our league. But if you go in there the way you guys did, it's all in here and it's all in here. And I was very worried. And in the same breath, I would just compliment the reserves. We haven't had a run really on this tour. We had the little boys that came on at half time and they actually pulled it through. I think we're a little bit tired at the end of this and it's been hard. But to everyone, Gateway, thanks very much for the day. To everyone in Zim, Ferrari, and the whole country, just for having us, hosting us, looking after us. I know it's an experience the boys will never ever forget. And I've got a couple of things just to hand out. We don't make such things as badges and that anymore, and I'm afraid. Firstly, and I was very confused when I got the letters and that. So Mrs. Loudon, Drury, we got some Grosvenor pens, which hopefully won't disappear, and Steve Mannion, the coach. I thought there had to be somebody coaching them. Well, I don't know, I wish we could get other female staff involved the way that your lady staff are. I think it's a compliment to them. We're not too sure who to give these to. My boys have heard the speech 100 times, they enjoy it every time. Okay? From the world champ. I know you're our allies in this, hopefully in the next World Cup. And then from the best Super 12 side and provincial side. And thanks for loaning Ian, Mac and Gary and Garvey and those boys to us. We appreciate it. Yeah, that's Gary. And I hope you guys get a lot of use out of these balls. Okay? Thank you. Dean will hand out Grosvenor clock and the Grosvenor tie to his choice. First to his captain and then to his man of the match choice. I hope it's the same guy. Who's the captain? What number is that? Oh, you're lucky.
We got mugs.
Okay.
Three cheers for Grosvenor. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Thanks, guys.
Die weer bepaal die aanbieder se kleredrag. En hoe warmer dit in Praag word, hoe gewilder die weerprogram. Die kykers sal ook nie kan kla dat hulle moeg word om teen dieselfde ou mooi weersvriende se wel gesigte vas te kyk nie. Vars aanbieders bied die weerprogram al om die halfjaar aan.
Nou ja, Johan Skutte is net hierna aan die beurt met die weervoorspelling.
Heart away, take my 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 heart away.
It was a long, hard tour. But who can forget the friendships made, learning about each other, staff learning about the pupils, and the guys about the teachers. You can forget huge things like a baobab tree. Whole team, 24 boys to surround it. You can forget the thinker with the rugby ball, carved by John and bought by Grosvenor boys for delivery to the school.
Dino, what do you think of the tour? I think it was great. We learned a lot on the tour. I just want to thank Mr. Stubbs and Mr. White for the tour. They put a lot into it and a long drive back. I want to thank the team. You guys played well as well. And maybe we just go back and play next year again. I wish the first team for next year good luck as well.
Yeah, you better come watch. Shot Kazi, bro.
Clear learning experience. I think the guys got a lot out of it. It was a good morale building. I think it's the first time a Grosvenor rugby team has ever gone out on such a tour. And like I said, I'm sure the guys, everyone enjoyed it. Done things that many of us would never do in our lives. We'd just like to thank Mr. Stubbs and Mr. White. Put together a great tour. And then just to the guys, well played. It was a good team effort. And we came through in Zim, came on top, won 3 out of 3. And hopefully the first team of next year will just carry it through. Thank you.
Well done, guys. Don't forget what you learnt. I don't think I ever will. Thanks a lot. Cheers.